10 simple rules for lifelong health. Forget the fads, ignore the noise. Real health is simple. There is so much information out there, and there are endless diets, programs, products, TED Talks, podcasts, etc. It drives me crazy because health and fitness does not have to be that difficult. I try to tell people all the time, but most don't want to hear it. I think most people want it to be difficult, maybe because it helps take the blame off of themselves. After all, if you know what you have to do and you still aren't doing it, it's in your own hands, and you choose not to take action, then it's your fault, right? I mean, then you can't blame anyone else. You can't be the victim. There are also people who want to eat the exact amount of proteins every day. Not just protein, but the exact kind of protein, the exact probiotics, and the exact number of exact calories. Now, if you have the time, money, and exact goal, then go for it. But if you're an everyday guy or 45 plus and wants to be healthy and fit, mobile, feel well, and want to have longevity and mobility, and have other priorities in your life like work, family, leisure, lifestyle, then here are 10 simple rules for lifelong health. This is the cheat code. 1, eliminate seed oils. No canola, soybean, corn, safflower, sunflower, grapeseed, etc. Seed oils are extracted using high heat and chemical solvents, which damages the fatty acids and create oxidized compounds. This is all in my book. These unstable fats contribute to systemic inflammation, which is associated with heart disease, insulin resistance, and cellular damage. Additionally, these oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which, when consumed in excess, can disrupt the body's natural inflammatory balance. Stick to olive oil, avocado oil, butter, ghee, coconut oil, and cow. 2, eliminate, reduce processed carbs in foods. Get rid of the white flour, crackers, chips, and ultra-processed snacks. Processed carbohydrates like bread, pasta, crackers, and baked goods are rapidly digested and cause spikes in blood glucose, and insulin. Frequent consumption contributes to insulin resistance, fat storage, and increases in the risk of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. These foods also tend to be low in essential nutrients as well as loaded with calories. Most of these pre-prepared bagged box products are also full of artificial colors, flavors, preservatives. Get rid of them, replace them with whole foods, real foods. 3, stop eating and drinking sugar. Start reading labels. It's in everything, even foods and drinks that you might not think it's in. Added sugars drive chronic blood sugar elevation, increase the risk of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, promote systemic inflammation. Long-term overconsumption is linked to obesity, type 2 diabetes, as we just stated, dental decay, and neurodegeneration, and are full of extra unwanted calories. Most processed foods and drinks contain hidden added sugars under various names. This holds true for fruit as well, so scale it way down. 4, eliminate or limit alcohol. It's marketed as social, but it's a toxin. 0 is better, less is progress. Alcohol impairs liver function, disrupts sleep quality, alters hormonal balance, and contributes to gut permeability and inflammation. Chronic consumption is associated with increased risk of cancer, hypertension, depression, cognitive decline. It's also full of empty calories, which will lead to weight gain, fat gain. Even moderate intake can negatively affect long-term health. 5, halfway through the list. No smoking or vaping. Still one of the most damaging behaviors for heart, lungs, and aging. There's a reason why this product contains a warning label which states clearly smoking causes cancer and heart disease. It doesn't say may, it doesn't say could. It means it will. Smoking introduces carcinogens, poisons into your body, impairs lung capacity, reduces oxygen transport, and accelerates arterial damage. It is a leading contributor to cardiovascular disease, stroke, cancer, and premature aging. Vaping, though marketed as safer, still exposes the body to toxic chemicals, oxidative stress, and possible lung damage. They're still researching this. Every day more things are coming out. 6, move intentionally every day. At least 30 minutes of walking, swimming, cycling, or some kind of cardio. Doesn't have to be crazy, just be consistent and intentional. I did another video on intentional exercise. Consistent daily movement supports circulation, improves metabolism, increases flexibility, reduces blood pressure, and enhances cognitive performance. Physical inactivity is strongly associated with chronic disease, muscle skeletal decline, and shortened lifespan. Mobility equals longevity. We discussed that already. 7, lift something. Do resistance or body weight work 2 to 3 times a week. Build and maintain muscle. You have to build and maintain muscle. Resistance training helps both increase and preserve lean muscle mass, improves glucose regulation, supports bone density, and prevents age-related loss of muscle that contributes to frailty, falls, and functional decline. Muscle mass is a strong predictor of longevity and metabolic health. So here's another one. Muscle equals longevity. Mobility plus muscle equals longevity. 8, prioritize sleep, okay? No amount of walking, green vegetables, or cold plunges can replace deep sleep. Sleep is essential for neurological repair, immune regulation, hormone balance, weight regulation, and healthy brain function. Chronic sleep deprivation is associated with insulin resistance, high blood pressure, mood disorders, weight gain, and increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. Almost there. 9, reduce chronic stress. This is a tough one. Protect your nervous system. Persistent stress levels elevate cortisol, disrupt glucose metabolism, impairs immune function, and promotes visceral fat accumulation. We talked about that in Battle of the Bulged Stomach. Chronic stress is a contributing factor to cardiovascular disease, anxiety, digestive issues, weight gain, and impaired sleep quality. Stress management practices such as breathing, sunlight exposure, time in nature, and unplugging from technology are physiologically and mentally beneficial. Gotta unplug. 10, question social norms around food and lifestyle. I wasn't going to include this one, but I did. I thought it was so important. It was going to be 9. Here's 10. Okay. Cultural norms often promote behaviors that conflict with human physiology, such as consuming high sugar and high carb breakfast, junk food snacking, and drinking alcohol routinely. Challenging these norms allows for more nutrient-dense choices, better metabolic outcomes, and the development of habits based on biology, not tradition, society, or marketing. Let me end with this imagining. Most people seem to relate to this. Imagine we went back in time 600 years. Okay, we aren't talking paleo, just 600 years. There are no grocery stores. There are no local food markets. You eat what you grow or kill. Sugar is a luxury. There are no processed foods. In summer, you eat what grows in the summer. In winter, you don't. You spend most of your day not just working, but working to survive. Lots of movement, lots of food prep, lots of labor, lots of walking. None of your time, energy, or mental, emotional bandwidth is spent on being plugged into technology. There's no smoking, there is no vaping. The air and water are pure, understood? So there is no medicine, and there are diseases and other things that will kill you, etc. But we're talking about eating, movement, lifelong health. Stick with this imagining. Have that image? That's the simple 10 rules for lifelong health. That's it. Keep it simple. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about this topic and more about health, fitness, nutrition, inspiration, and wellness strategies, check out my 2 latest books, Biomimetic Body, Fitness Strategies from the Animal Kingdom, and the 16 Elements of Fitness, and my other book, If, Inner Fitness, Your Body, the Owner's Manual. The title speaks for itself. If you have a question about fitness, it's probably in this book. They're both available on Amazon.com or linked from our website, www.phrogfitness.com. Thank you.